going on, guys? My name is Cal, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to play Blue Veins by the Raconteurs on electric guitar. It's a fairly simple song. There's some kind of funky stuff he's doing, timing-wise, stuff like that, but for the most part, it's pretty simple to play. And it starts off sort of a faded-in guitar part, a riff that you can't really hear. It's like very, very faint, and you really don't have to play it if you don't want to. But I believe it's something like this, which is just on the 5th and 7th frets. So hammer onto the 7th on the G string, hit it again, come back to the 5th, and then end on the 7th on the D string. I think that's it. It kind of sounds, I mean, it's difficult to tell just because it's turned down so much. And then he also goes and does the reverse of that riff, which is, and then he also adds a bend, and I think ends on the 5th. But again, that part's kind of sketchy just because you can't really hear it. But when the guitar actually comes in, it's basically just first finger barring down the the G, B, and E strings on the 5th fret. And you want to add a little bit of a little shake there, tremolo basically is what it's called. And you can do this by either shaking your guitar a bit, or an easier way is to just sort of move your finger, wiggle your finger back and forth. Sort of a tiny, tiny bend, if you will. And then you hit that 4 times, so. And then you end with it, just a fast hit, and then muted, so. Just like that. And then it goes into the main riff, which is, and that's sort of similar to the very intro riff that I talked about. Starts 3rd finger on the 7th fret, D string, 5th fret on the G, then 3rd finger on the 7th fret on the G, back to the 5th fret, so, and then you go to a D minor chord, which is just a first finger barring down on the 5th fret, the A string, all the way to the high E. Your 3rd and 4th fingers on the 7th fret, D and G. And then your 2nd finger on the 6th fret, B. So once again. And you kind of strum that slowly with the pick kind of falling on each string. And then hit all of it at once really fast, just like we did with. So once again. And then the bass line is doing this in between these riffs. You don't have to do it, but I kind of like to play it just if you're by yourself playing guitar. So that's just 3rd fret to the 5th fret on the A string. So. Then you come back and hit it again. And then it goes to this, which is first finger on the 5th fret, B string, hit that twice, then from the 7th fret on the G to the 5th fret on the G, and then you go to an A minor chord, which is just same thing as the D minor, except for this time you just take your middle finger off and you move it starting with your first finger on the low E on the 5th fret. And then again the same bass line intermediate riff, if you want to call it that, and then back up and hit it again. So that's that, and then it goes to this, which is just open A, 2nd finger hitting the 2nd fret on the A, and then you go to a C chord, which is first finger on the 1st fret B, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret D, and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret A. And you hit that 4 times. you go to a B, which is a power chord on the 2nd fret A string. And then he does this sort of, this little, like, just sort of walks up, starting from the 2nd fret on the A, 1st fret on the D, 2nd fret on the G, open B, back to the 2nd G, and then ending on the 1st fret D. And he only does that on a couple of those, and personally I think it's kind of hard to make that sound good. So if you don't want to play that, you don't have to. It sounds just as good going from to, and then he goes back into. And that's pretty much the entire song right there. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. Or if you have any suggestions for songs you want to see me teach. So hope you guys enjoyed that lesson, and I'll see you guys later.